Okay, getting started on in just a minute. We appreciate you being with us on platforms, and that is Instagram and YouTube and LinkedIn. So we will now getting on our phone lines. We can bring our folks in on the phone lines, and I see a few of them with us. Just give us, and we will be getting started. We welcome you in the world, wherever you are.
There are 3 participants in the conference.
And we have folks on our lines as well, probably wondering where I am. And thank you for being with us. We will be. Thank you so much for your patience. I was mind reading. That's what I was doing. I fell into the thinking trap of mind reading, and folks, we're getting connected across the other platform, LinkedIn Live, and we're on YouTube Live, getting them all connected.
Oh, wow.
Feel free to go to any one of those, Instagram, go to the PowerThinking Corp. We're on that. Our YouTube channel, PowerThinking Corp. So you can check us out on YouTube. I have some slides up under my name, Stanley Green. So again, appreciate your patience. Free to more people. I see Eric. I'm going to put folks on mute for a second. We have a lot of technology going, and we appreciate everybody for being patient. We are recording here. We're recording on 3 platforms, and hey, we're going to leverage tech out of the 90s, not just on one platform. LinkedIn for a couple of years going there with audio, backed out when they eliminated audio. Now on LinkedIn with their live on the PowerThinking Corp channel, and we are on Instagram as well. So we're not, as time goes along, we'll add some more channels. How about that? Doug Sidoti, good to see you. I called you a little early. Peterson, great to see you. Layla and Camila. Oh no, that's out of Delaware. Good to see you. And Eric Olson. Let's see if I can change the name. They will do it at another time. We're going to move right into our session, everyone.
Today's session has started.
Hit that *6 at any time, and welcome to our Power Thinking, Rejuvenating Your Amazing Mind training for Wednesday, August 6th. This is our 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time edition, and I'm your moderator, Stanley Green, always to be with you. In the world, we're not only on one platform in addition to what years, but we're on 2 other platforms. So it is LinkedIn, it is Instagram, it is you go to our Power Thinking Corp channel on YouTube, and you'll see I have memes, you'll see the app logo. You'll see the Power Thinking first slide we typically present, and at the bottom, scrolling across, you'll see a scroll. Download our Power Thinking Corp app on YouTube. We actually join us today from Ontario, Canada. So we're real pleased about that. Our 30-day free trial, no cost for 30 days. We are adding to our Power Thinking mobile app our assessment And actually, it just appeared. I saw it today. They're probably putting the finishing touches on it. So on our menu screen, in addition to notifications and the account and referral, where you can refer people signed up, and how much you will be receiving on a monthly basis from sharing the Power Thinking app, we will have the assessment, resilience quotient, and you'll be able to see where your strengths of resilience, emotion regulation, impulse control, empathy, self-efficacy, optimism, causal analysis. So, where are you? Are you above average in your emotion regulation, your ability to control your emotions? Are you average or are you below average? And the same for where do you stand? This is an evidence-based assessment, about 56 right there on the app. Don't waste any time. Take advantage of the 30-day. Go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Download the app, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. It's getting more exciting and more powerful as we go along. So this is where we each week, as you know, we help you to build these resilience so that when the tough times hit, you're ready. So those of you who are on LinkedIn and you'd like to call in with a question, dial this number 720-740-9043, 720-740-9043. And then you can hit that *6 and jump right in. We'd love to hear your thoughts about what we're focused on this evening, which is, as we retrain your thinking, resilience, inner strength, number 7, which is reaching out. And we shared a one, and those of you who are Power Thinking members, whether you use the app or you have the regular membership, we shared a minute called How Do You Deal with Stress? With our training is about helping you to reduce, to have more peace of mind, helping you to respond appropriately so that you can keep moving forward with less and that you continue to have that belief that you can succeed and push through. And so that's what this is all about. So just by plugging in, you are part. That *6. I see Carla's up. We're going to get to Carla in just a second. So feel free to hit that *6 at any time. Keep your phone on mute. So I'd love to hear what you thought about the video. For those of you that watched the video, and this was a video, just a minute and a half, some thoughts shared. And you know who he is, the founder of Amazon. Amazon was founded in 1994, and it didn't go profitable for a full year for 10 years, almost 10 years. Think about it. It is wiping out and all kinds of store chains, and it's a whole new paradigm. But it didn't just happen overnight. Bezos calls what he did a 10-year overnight success. Are not patient generally, and you can imagine the times when he was wondering whether he should quit. I was parachuted in to run an internet company and pivot the internet company during the dot-com bubble in 2000. So by the time 2000 hit, there were a lot of things, a lot of reasons for him to quit, I'm sure. But what did you think about his advice, which is consistent with our Power Thinking inner strength number 7, reaching out? So love to get your thoughts about that. Feel free to hit that *6 as we advance our slide. I'm going to bring up the slide with Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, the third wealthiest person. As we speak, they're working through last minute any last minute changes, and preparing to close a major deal of Paramount Global and CBS and Nickelodeon and MTV and BET, put these different assets run by my friend Ms. Shari Redstone, the daughter of Sumner Redstone, who I met doing that doc. We shared the same vision about where this new world was going, and she's been through. So Steve Ellison, who's in the number 2 spot, Jeff Bezos, number 3, Ellison, the founder of Oracle, his son David is going to be running this new company. So you're going to be hearing about it if you haven't heard about it already. And know that you only have one, because I know the person that is actually selling that company, and know the mindset, because I remember going back 25 years ago, and we were both aligned around what this new world of broadband was going to look like. Feel free to hit that at any time. Let's go to Carla first. Carla Hill, thank you for joining us. Mention where you're joining us from, and your thoughts about the Jeff Bezos video and how you deal with stress. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Stan. Just wanted to share and welcome. Hopefully she's on. Lucienne, you mentioned you had someone from Toronto on.
Yes.
Now, just so you know, you like feedback for out, so I gave her the telephone number, so that's something to look into. But,
got it. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank Lucienne. Well, part of our beta, we need that feedback so that we can continue to find as we go along. So, thank you very, very much for that. And Carla.
Yes, so I love the video. It's so efficient. It reminds me of the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to the things I cannot change, the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I also clutter, and one of the things that take on by listening both to the 7:30 a.m. Eastern and the 9:30 p.m. Eastern is to practice the content. And I didn't have to wait. So immediately before 10 o'clock, I had a chance to, I was unpacking my husband and my mother and I until Atlantic City. I came back. I couldn't find my allergy medicine. Like, where is it? I'm frustrated. I'm becoming stressed. So I walked away. Said, just take your time, come back and unpack. And within 20 minutes, I found it. And then I started thinking more about the challenge, and you actually do something different today. And it was another. So I had asked me, and I thought he asked me for a lot more than he did. Right? He wanted to position me for. He was asking me for all these video testimonials. I got to do this. Then when I looked at what he sent me, he asked me for what I already had. Calm down. So I said that. That was before 10.
Sure.
And then there was another opportunity that I said, hey, you're on a roll. Just keep going. Send it. So this, a minute and a half, and this was so helpful today, all by 10 a.m., taking those.
Wow.
The feeling. And when you talk about the assessment, they say, oh, are you this, are you that? It really depends on the day and the minute, and it's how we bounce back, Stan, because this stuff is coming. I can guarantee you, was it Safe? I forget who said life is lifing, but you said that like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner, right?
And, just being a parent of young adults, right? So, and it's true, it's coming, but how are we going to respond? And the 7 years that I've been build those resilience, and that's why I understand.
Yes.
Because it's not an absence of content or information, execution and implementation.
Yes.
And by me speaking, it increases my chances of becoming a practitioner. So thank you for.
Thank you, Carla. Let me ask you. you've taken the resilience assessment in the past, haven't you? Or did you get a chance to do it? Okay, so you have it.
I'm the assessment queen. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Maybe I have. Maybe it was so long ago I forgot. Definitely going to take that.
Great.
And it would be great, like you said, you know,
Sure.
of how I've scored from 70. So maybe I did. I just don't remember. But
Yeah. Well, don't worry about all the papers. I think it's about 8 pages or so. A couple of pages of questions, about 56 questions, and then there's how you calculate your score. Each of the 7 inner strengths that determine how fast we can bounce back from the emotion regulation, the impulse control, the empathy, the self-efficacy, causal analysis, and reaching out. What we're focused today, and of course, Jeff Bezos said, take action when you're faced with challenges, which is our inner strength of reaching out. And so each page on the app will have a series with that inner strength, emotion regulation, impulse control. I just looked at it on my app. You may see it on your app. It may have updated, and at least you can see it's on the menu screen, and you'll see the categories, questions. So I'll just wait to get Word to just go right ahead and try it. So because you can take it and then get a baseline. Now, given that you've been with us so long, you're probably above average in everything. And what is interesting, Carla, is that I took it like developers to incorporate into the app. And I was above average in just about everything, but it's average with empathy. So I know I need to do some work there. And I can recall actually having a lesson on empathy. And part of that reason was because I thought afterwards when I was helping someone that I was empathizing and I was really using empathy, and I wasn't. The person was feeling bad. I was telling them how they can feel better as opposed to there with them. So it's amazing how that assessment can uncover where you are and help you to understand where you're going. It's like, so Carla, thank you very much for that. And thank you for your consistency. All right, let's move to our Death Star 6. Welcome. I don't see a name, but mention your name, where you're joining us from, and your thoughts about taking action when you're stressed, as opposed to kind of going in that endless cycle of worry. Welcome.
Hey there, Stan. It's Mario Herfy. I haven't been on here in a while.
Oh yes, Florida, correct?
Florida. How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing great, Mario. Great to have you again.
Yes, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Situations.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I just try to pray and also meditate.
Mm-hmm. Great, and that's action. Right?
Yeah.
And you meditate and you pray. So you're not just wondering why this is happening to you. Everybody else may be having a good day, and these horrible things have happened. What am I going to do? That's taking action. And in your case, it's prayer and meditation.
The other thing too, right? So if we just wallow in self-pity, it doesn't solve anything.
Right. That's right.
And you got to analyze it, right? You got to analyze it. You got to be logical, practical, and yes, it's emotional. And I think as men, the way we were raised, we were taught not to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is wrong. I think that's absolutely wrong because we're actually, I believe, more emotional in some respects than women.
Mm-hmm.
And no disrespect towards women. We have to learn how to come together and ask for it.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
That's something that I share with all my friends, business colleagues, family. It's important.
Yes. And that inner strength. Remember, we have the 7:
Yeah.
the emotion regulation, self-efficacy, optimism, causal analysis, drilling down to the root cause, and then reaching out, taking that with other people as opposed to isolating. That's really difficult. And that's why you said, it is a challenge. Yeah. And taking action when faced with setbacks and challenges and not simply just wallowing in the worry. Yeah. Great. Well, it's been a while, and don't be a stranger. Yes.
I'll do my best for the long absence.
No problem. Good to have you. And make sure you check out our PowerThinking mobile app, PowerThinking Corp.
I will.
On Google and the Apple Play Store, and join Lucianne and joining us. And we're in our second phase of beta. There's still things that we want to get squared away, and that's why, folks, we are 5% of the revenue. So if you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, you'll see some slides that I'll be going through. And on the app, it'll be something called My Referral. And if you see it on the screen, and it's going to be recorded, so you can go back and kind of advance to the part where I've advanced this slide. It's going to be about 20 minutes in, where companies that do this. I can't think of any. There are companies that may, affiliate fee and some kind of fee, but 25. And so Carla just did this with her friend Lucianne, who just joined. And so when she goes to, if you see that, My Referral on the menu screen, and click that, and the page on the screen will pop up, and I have one friend join. And right, I have 4 friends that joined, and my rev share is $19. For the most part, I just tell people to go to the App Store, but link, and on that page, there'll be a share link. When you use the link, it will send an invitation to someone else, and it'll have your code embedded in there, so that you will get credit for that person. And whatever they pay, 25% of that every single month. Now, a one-time gift every single month goes to you, and the same thing happens with them. So we wanted to make sure we built that in the app. Every day we're sending notifications. That kind of positivity helps to deepen the knowledge that you're getting on these weekly calls. And for example, I show Forbes at $19 a month that I'll be receiving, and I just did that link so that I can have an example to share with you. When we click the number of friends, and that it was just developers. You'll see on the next screen, I just blotted out everybody, but you on your app, you'll see their names, and you'll see how much they're paying, so that who of the folks that you invited actually signed up. This is something you want, and that's why I'm excited that you are of this testing, and that's why we are sharing that of that revenue with you. That is our model. So bear with us as we fine tune this, because you'll be rewarded as well. You have apps like LinkedIn that has 1 billion people on, Facebook with 3 billion people, part of Facebook and Meta. And now we have an opportunity to leverage those platforms to passive income. I want you to take full advantage. It is one of the most exciting things that I've ever done, and I'm really happy folks that are part of the beta are with us. The next slide I show, we have folks who are getting notifications on a daily basis. We show that as well. But we're our other screen that shows our folks. We have Calvin Patterson. Calvin, thank you for joining us. Mention where you're joining us from. I think I must have hit that twice. Someone else was on. Oh, I got it. We got Calvin Patterson. Calvin, mention where you're joining us from and your thoughts about reducing stress by taking action. Welcome.
And PowerThinking family. So good to be here tonight in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And really, really grateful for the space that you have created and the upgrades and revisions. Did not get to, or I did not take the opportunity to see the video. However, the topic is timely because, short version of a long story, I have a cousin. We grew up together, literally months apart in age, and our parents are brothers and sisters, so we literally grew up together. My cousin lives in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Moved there some years ago. Everyone was really questioning why she made that decision because there's no family there.
Mm.
So stayed in touch over the years, and they, from her first, who said that this particular cousin who moved to Oklahoma has seemingly given up as far as living.
Mm.
She has a number of health issues, and we reached this stage when we would talk. Every conversation would be about God we believe in, the scriptures we quote to each other, the prayer. And so when I'm speaking with a staff at the facility she's in, she gave the 411, as it were, as much as not her power of attorney or anything, just her first cousin. And she reinforced, yeah, basically your cousin is like waiting. So speaking with this person, I'm really stressed. I care about this person. She's more like a cousin, et cetera. But I'm also thinking, you loved one, what can I do? So I'm starting to get stressed. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, do I jump on a plane and fly out to Oklahoma? Money is, but just jumping up and going into this world, I don't do. Some people can. I guess I don't. I don't operate like that. So I reached to another cousin, another cousin who had grown up in Brazil, and we spent the better part of an hour before this call empathy each other. Yeah. And I love what you shared a minute ago, Stan. It wasn't telling each other everything's going to be all right. We don't know. Pray, we believe, we prayed together. We went down memory lane and talked about family and when we were kids and all the twists and turns in our lives. But and the reaching out. I can do this, I have to do that, I can't do that, I won't do that. This faith that I say I have, it's going there. Even if that means that my cousin, because guess what? We all have to pass away at some time. And I know it's easy to say, and we all know that, but of course, when we reach that proverbial fork in the road, then that's where the rubber hits the road. So these principles, and I love what Carla just shared, more than 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, just hearing you talk, or hearing anybody talk, or looking on the wall. I keep my stuff on the wall, right, and looking over this stuff. It's more than that.
Yeah,
it's really doing that conditioning, doing that muscle memory, so that whether it's like you say, it's not, but when you get that call or something happens, or we get frustrated with ourselves, as Carla was sharing,
yeah,
we don't automatically go to F it all.
Right.
There's nothing to do, or I'm going to fix everything. I have the answer. I have the solution. I'm going to fix her. I'm going to fix me. I'm going to fix you. Balance, keeping that awareness, and it magic. about how you go from being stressed and, really grieving and, talking, reaching out to, you've done that exhale, you've
Mm-hmm.
your head isn't starting to explode, and now you're ready to jump on the PowerThinking call.
Right.
But you have to share what you just mentioned.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
said it before, Carla just said it. It works if we can
Wonderful.
work it. And I will close with this, man. You are a member of the Winston-Salem Black Chamber of Commerce. There is a startup space that the Commerce has invested in specifically for members tout our products and services. So purely as you're doing the beta testing to YouTube, I've seen videos. Of course, I show up. I want to let those 100 plus members of the Winston-Salem Black Chamber of Commerce through startup space know about what you're sharing in your YouTubes.
Sure.
So that you can get more folks to embrace what works.
Calvin, thank you so much for sharing. And I know that everything's going to work out. It is working out. You followed the right steps. It's amazing now. This all is second nature to you. And this is all about. We really appreciate you. And folks, we may be going into overtime because we have Greg Jones on as well. So feel free to hang in there. And if you have to leave, no problem. And remember, since we spend all of our time thinking, we must think with power and utilizing. I'm actually showing on the screen. I've showed the example send you that'll show up with your other notifications from other apps, but ours is all positive. We're not here to entertain you. Following an article and reading and finding out that it's really something that was gossip and not really news. Our notifications are to empower you, and we're showing a kind of an example of that. In fact, one of our examples, Calvin, to your point, how you have the 7 inner strengths and 7 skills on the wall. A week, we'll put them in the notifications. So the notification has and we're asking you to commit these to memory, and it has those 7 inner strengths. And you can actually go through just a series of days and days and weeks and links to videos, our financial success Saturdays where we have financial matters. So let's thank you all for joining us week. And as we move into overtime, we'll go to Greg Jones. Greg, thank you for joining us. Mention where you're joining us from. Thoughts? And I don't know if we got a little bit of an echo. So I don't know if you're on multiple devices, Greg. So let's give it another try. Mention where you're joining us from and your thoughts about reducing stress by taking action. Welcome.
Yes, good evening, PowerThinking family. It's been a minute since I've been able to. Glad to be here tonight. I'm going to keep it real brief, coming from the Empire State of New York. Time or extra innings for the Mets and Yankees recently has not good. So,
depending on or what who's your team, right?
20 minutes from the Mets and about 45 minutes from the Yankees. The stretch recently hasn't been too good. But,
yeah.
We still got time to turn around. So I watched the video multiple times, short and to the point. And what I want to share today is something that I was in business, which is what you focus on grows. Grows. So if you're not focusing on it, then propensity to grow is really unlikely. And so my takeaway from the video is that as long as you are willing to address it and start a plan of action of whatever, especially if it's going in a negative direction.
Hmm.
You know, to the point where it's causing you anxiety or fear and stress will zap your creativity. Also zap the planting of ideas and solutions to overcoming the thing that is causing you that stress.
Hmm.
So keep that in mind. What I'll leave you with Tony, an inspirational gospel singer, who's told me over the years. Whatever it is, no matter what it is, make sure you keep it moving forward.
Hmm.
Keep it moving forward.
Fantastic.
You focus on growth. Previous speaker, I'm also a member of I think I am, the Winston-Salem Chamber of Commerce. Just I am complete.
Thank you. Thank you. What you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on the problem, that will compound, fall into that state of, as Greg mentioned, helplessness, learned helplessness. That was discovered by Dr. Martin in 1967, that there is a thing called learned helplessness. If you look it up, you'll find out about Seligman, the experiments that he conducted to prove that in. And so you focus on what's going wrong and the worry, you can then just spiral down. It'll grow and grow. And then you could reach depression. This is what power thinking helps avoid by instantly snapping out. You heard talk about how she was able to act on what she's learned and was able to move by taking that action. You heard Mario talk about taking action. Calvin taking action. Greg taking action. Coleman, if you're still out there, I know you were up. If you want to hit that *6, jump right in. Love to hear from you. Coleman Holmes, I thank him for reaching out to me and inviting me to join the Black Psychologists, and so happy to be part of that. So Coleman, let's go to you next. Thank you for joining us. Mention where you're joining us from, and your thoughts about taking action to reduce stress. Welcome.
Good evening, Brother Stanley. I just want to thank you for these excellent presentations that you have been presenting to us and teaching and understanding and learning and affecting our emotional function. Just wanted to say thank you.
And you're welcome.
Taking action is very, very important. It's a stress reliever. Anything that we can do these days to help relieve the stress that we are experiencing with what is happening in this country today can only be a plus.
Yes. Yes, no doubt about it. Yeah, well, thank you, and thank you for stepping up.
Delaware Valley Association of Black Psychologists, my brother, you do us proud.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be a part of your, I kind of stretched out with a lot of organizations, but Winston-Salem, I'm really happy to be a part of something that's really making a difference. And of course, with the Black Psychologists, with a group that's in the trenches, helping people turn their thinking around. So it's definitely you joining in tonight, Coleman. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right, take care.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm honored.
Whoop, I cut you off there. You were finishing up right there. Okay, Coleman.
And I'm honored to be a member of your group.
Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thanks for being a Power Thinking Plus member, folks. And let's take that next step. Help us out with our second phase of the beta. I appreciate all the folks who are making it possible to have an app that will be, second to none, but all to generate income. You get 1,000 people through the real easy way to share this. You're getting anywhere from 5,000 to 25, depending on how what membership they sign up for. So we focus today on the icon of Amazon, the founder of Amazon, went 10 years without making any money. How many people would go 10 years not? There's a lot of stressful situations, as you can imagine, especially during the dot-com bubble that I was a part of. There's a number of others that were able to make it through the dot-com bubble. So they had to be resilient. They did not just stand in place and took action so that they can get themselves out of that bubble and then move on to thriving. So I want to thank you all for being with us this evening. I'm going to go flip to the screen and go back to where we can see folks again. And remember, everyone, all of our time thinking is 50,000 thoughts a day. We must think with power and utilize power thinking. So feel free to unmute yourself and acknowledge knowledge. Let's see. Again, Lucianne, thank you for being with us. Power Thinking app. Leona Martin, thanks for being with us. And who else did I not mention? Anywhere it's about 3 in the morning over in the UK. Thank you for joining us as well. And the many others I've already acknowledged. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care, everybody. Have a great remainder of the week. We'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, folks, we will end it on advance our slides. We're thinking, those of you on LinkedIn, those of you on YouTube, we appreciate you being with us. You hanging in there with us remember, since we spend all of our time thinking these 50,000 thoughts a day, we must think with power and utilize power thinking. Take care, everyone.